markets for a bit, a story that's unfolding in Mumbai, with thousands and thousands of farmers converging at Azad Maidan. They've traveled 180 kilometers in this heat on foot to protest against government policies on agriculture. They're demanding loan waivers. They're demanding a hike in MSP, the adoption of the Swaminathan Commission. The city of Mumbai probably thrown out of gear, all of this coinciding with the class 10 and 12 board exams. Here's my colleague Neha Bothra getting you a ground report.
30,000 farmers have taken to the streets of Bombay. They have walked all the way from Nasik over the past couple of days, and today they are gathering here at Azad Maidan to press their demand list from the state government. In fact, as far as the demand list is concerned, they are asking for a complete farm loan waiver and implementation of all the recommendations highlighted by the Swaminathan Committee report. In fact, it's not just that. They want a relaxation as far as the payout of the power dues is concerned. Not just this, they want about 40,000 rupees per acre to be reimbursed to them for crops that are destroyed due to natural disasters. Also, 1.5 times profit of the cost incurred in terms of the input expenditure for all crops that are produced is also part of the demand list. But just imagine the plight of these farmers that has really spurred them to walk kilometers, brave the heat, and go without decent water and food for days. In fact, majority of the farmers here are old men and women. They have blisters on their feet. And it's really a humbling experience to see the kind of pain they have been through over the couple of days just to make themselves heard by the state government. Of course, you have the human part of it, and then you also have the financial part of it, which of course has alarmed many experts, because do remember, a farm loan waiver is something that the state government, the Reserve Bank of India, public sector banks have red flagged in the past. In fact, they have asked for long-term measures that would not disrupt discipline as far as payout of loans is concerned. So on one hand, we are seeing the plight of farmers, and on the other hand, we are seeing deteriorating state finances, a very delicate fiscal position of the government. All in all, a very fine balance indeed, and we are given to understand that the Maharashtra government has formed a 6-member committee to look into the demands of these protesting farmers, who are very optimistic that their demands will be met. Let's see how the story unfolds over the course of the day today.
One of the big demands here is not agriculture at all. It is to do with the implementation of the Forest Rights Act. And I think the government would be best advised to think positively, to think about laws which exist and their implementation, to think about promises which have already been made and their implementation. One of the problems with tribal farmers is that they often have large amounts of land but very poor land. And loan waivers are given basically on the basis of how much land you own. So a guy with irrigated land gets a loan waiver. A guy with no irrigated land, but say 8 acres or so, is said you're a rich farmer. And these are problems which are there in all rain-fed areas, and they are what needs to be addressed in the short run.
Well, walking from Nasik to Mumbai itself is quite a huge task, and these guys are definitely, coming all the way from Nasik to Mumbai, 30,000 in numbers, and clearly asking for a farm loan waiver. Don't know what would be the impact of that on the banking industry, but certainly farmer, one of the very important constituent of our economy, and as complete waiver, I don't know what kind of shocks banking system would have to absorb.